Welcome friends, this is AnishforU and today we're going to create this particular building. It is a castle, a tower, a small house. So it is a full package in that sense. So it is really cool and obviously as a showcase. First the kitchen, so food and a lot of stuff is there. So there is a rack for different kind of portion, these forge and the black forge, the gilder's table, there is a workbench, and they're quite packed here. And this is the latest gadget. It is obviously this is the first time I use that, and obviously it is really unstable, so I have to put some extra thing to secure it, to put some cage door and all that. So this is a place where I stock my stuff, wooden stuff and all that, wood, coal and all other stuff. And this is the first floor and this is the entrance of the tower. So this is going to be a portal. Obviously you don't have any physical entrance because it is obviously higher than anything else, and you can put a spiral ladder, but I prefer this way is much better because you don't need to do very complicated stairways and all that, but you can just go at the top of the buildings and it is quite safe. So there is some custom made frame for that. And for again, the main tower is spiral plus normal 45-degree stair, so obviously it is not recommended build in that perspective, but it is quite small. These buildings are, so for that reason I'm putting it like that. So you can pot your water and just dip down and get a relaxing bath. So here the barber shop for shaving and all stuff, hair cutting and all that. So this is a balcony, and the final floor is the main tower top. So the main tower top is quite small. As you can see, these towers are normally very small. The front watchtower, these particular two, or any building or any kind of part. So let's start that. Obviously I'm not going to tell you how you're going to make it because it's up to you how you're planning to do that, but you can easily change the size, dimension and all that, because these particular house, I feel that after building it properly, I feel it actually it is not that spacious. So obviously it is quite huge in sense of space required, but it is not that huge inside. Stone wall and all that actually cramped down a lot of space. So for that particular reason, I'm not telling you to just follow my whatever the guidelines or the exact dimension. So you can just use your own dimension. So this is the bigger tower. This is a corridor, and the left one is the small tower. So obviously I'm going to skip a lot of these part because it is very long, very minute, some details, and it is really hard to build this particular building. So for that reason I'm going to skip a lot of part. But the base is very important. If you wish to make the base, make it much bigger. So if you plan to use it in that sense, if you plan to use it as your base, don't make it so small. So as you can see here, it is 4 width or 8 meter height, or the breadth is 8 meters, so it is quite small in that sense. So we're going to put some boundaries here, so we can easily understand where the walls going to be. So make some. It's quite easy. We're just going to. You can put some inside walls, but if it is possible, don't use inside wall or anything, because it's actually takes a lot of precious place. So yes, I'm not good in English, so it is really hard to pronounce it that way. So our basic layout is here. The hexagon, the octagonal tower, watchtower is front, then the small one, then a corridor, then the big one, big tower, and then a storage room or particular space, and then the house and all that. So first we're going to start with this octagonal tower, and we are going to use some iron beam to strengthen it up, because it is quite high. So put those iron beams, cover it up if you like it. If you don't like it, cover it with the normal beam, or you can just leave it as it is. So like that, erect each and every one of them. So you're done. And after that, you can just cover the inside also. If you make it bigger, you can put a rotating stair, whatever you like. So we're extending this part by placing the 2x1 stone wall like that. Obviously there is some gaps in between, but you don't have to worry, because this particular design is quite easy to build. You don't need to worry about this gap and all that. So we're going to cover it up, and so we are placing this 1 meter by 2 meter wooden wall, so wood one half. So cover it up like that. Then we're taking these 1 by 1 part and just rotate it 2 times and cover that extra gap. So from a distance, it doesn't like there is some cover. So now place the wooden pole, 2 meter wooden pole, or whatever you like. You can put some other stuff, or you can make it higher in elevation by putting other 4 meter log or 4 meter wooden pole or something like that. And then on the top of that, just cover it up with this beam, wooden beam, 2 meter wooden beam. So this is the final look. And now you have to place the roof, 45-degree roof, and then 26-degree roof on top of that. So on top of that, we're going to put 45-degree, and we're going to put it one after another. We're going to place one and then skip one and then place another one. So it is slightly covers. There is some gaps, but it actually works quite well. Also continue the roof by placing these 26-degree roof style, and you can just place it like that. You don't have to worry about it, because from far it doesn't look that bad. So slightly rotate every roof and place it like that, so it looks like a one piece or the Luffy's hat, straw hat. So quite nice. And put some support. Obviously you don't need to put the support because it is already supported quite properly, but it is for the aesthetic purpose. And now for the base, we're going to place this one like that, and voila, our vast watchtower is completed. So now we're going to make the bridge between the watchtower to the main building. So this is going to be quite easy. This is going to be an extension, and then we're going to extend it like that. So if you put this wall or stone tiles, you can just align with it, and it will be easy. And then put some support. Actually, making any kind of video by totally depend upon previous plan, or not previous plan, previous photos or any referencing. It's quite hectic. Obviously, the size maybe is not that good and all that. So keep that in mind. Change the size according to your actual needs. So these are not my main game stuff or main game base. So for that particular reason I can experiment with it, but if you like to build it, keep that in mind and take precaution from that and make it bigger, much bigger, so you can just place all of those items and all those stuff. So that's what I really like. Okay, now extending 1 meter each side for the roof, because we're going to place the 45-degree roof, and so we need enough space to cover it up like that. So only we need both sides, 2, 1 and 1. So it is quite easy. So the first elevation of this particular building going to be up to this part. So cover it up or cover this particular building, the first tower, small tower, with stone, and later on you can just place windows and all that if you like to do. If you don't like that, then you can just skip it ahead. And now we are going to place some wooden float mats, and we're making some stair. So we make some stair here, and that's our first elevation, and we're going to cover it up here. And obviously it is higher than this bridge, so it is going to cover up the bridge in that sense. Covering it up and also extending it in the top. Obviously if you put the iron beam here, it actually works quite well, and because the height actually makes it quite difficult to put extra stone blocks. So if you prefer to use the iron beam, you can use that. I didn't do that, but obviously it is recommended, because you can already see it is totally red or orange. So do as you like, but do it wisely, not like me who just do something stupid stuff every time. So now extending these top and placing these stone arch, and we're placing it stone arch like 1 meter inside, 1 meter outside. So it's actually slightly so it's almost like a placeholder for that for this part. So you place it like that and then cover it up with these with the stone wall. So it's actually looks quite nice from afar. And now we are extending it by placing the stone wall, another layer of stone wall. Obviously it is very hard because the height is quite high, so it may destroy, sometimes it may destroy those stone, but you have to adjust the height with the by using the iron beam. And second part is corridor. So this is a unique part for this particular building. So this is a corridor, and this corridor is act as a pathway between this main building and the small tower. So in between those two stone structure, there is or two tower. Uh, there is a corridor, obviously, and this corridor is shielded by the roof, normal roof, not like stone building like this two tower. And this tower, this bigger one, obviously I need to use iron beam, but this tower is quite high, but it is also very problematic because if you make it high enough, it's actually takes a lot of space for stairs and all that. You cannot use the portal everywhere. You can put the portal for some special case like like you already see, but for every stair or every floor you cannot put portal. It is going to be very slow and very problematic or confusing in that sense. So that's our main tower. And what we need, a main tower needs a huge number of works, so it is quite high, so we have to build it bit by bit. And before that we are going to make the building part of the thing. And this particular house design is quite nice. It is simple, very simple, but it is stone walled. So stone walled and the roof, so it is quite nice combination in that sense. And there is some extension actually also at the window, so that's also very nice. So this is going to be the window, and this is going that part actually, the left part. The front part is slightly extended, and there is a back part. So the front part we are going to extend by 1 meter from the stone wall, and place it like that, and just like that. You can make it bigger. I already told you like 500,000 times. Don't copy the build or don't copy the build dimension. Use a concept and build your own, because mine was very problematic because it is very small, and it's quite small, and it doesn't fit all my items. So that's the main reason. Otherwise the main design, I like it quite nice. It's quite nice. So we would extend it by 1 meter from inside, so it's quite nice extension, and it is work as a windows or the smoke. And for the smoke you can just use it to use it like that. Now we place this particular design. You can put whatever design you like, it is up to you. There is some changes in front, not changes, some decoration in front and all that of the building. So let's start now. This corridor obviously is uh, no physical door is there, so it is just a arch and some entrance. So it's quite nice. Something uh, not present in normal builds, so that's for sure. And we go there, erect the stone wall, and by placing these two vertical column, it actually works quite nice, and we can place we can make windows out there. So what we left is a main building and these attachment or corridor, well, not corridor, it is a attached part of the castle. This is a castle built, you can see that it's a stone building with some towers and all that, so obviously it is a castle built. So this height actually also very high, and it is quite high, but you don't need the iron beam, but it's because it is quite sturdy, not sturdy because it is not that high that the bigger tower is or the smaller tower. It is average height, but it is quite high in that sense because a lot of stone is required. So if you are planning to make it, keep that in mind. This is quite long, and this is a place where I use it actually my workshop, my means crafting area, then the food. So there's a motto here. So it is completed like that. Now we have to cover it up with some stone slab and call it a day. And we can put some these kind of decoration part. Obviously it is for show and nothing else, so keep that in mind. Now we are going to complete the tower, big tower. And big tower, you have to put some these support tiles, because every time you are going to extend this part, you can just release the force by placing these horizontal beam. So the vertical beam can easily support the rest of the tower. So place it like that and make the big tower just rise up. So that's it. As you can see, it's also very good looking. The tower part, the front part, you can put some decoration or you can put some windows or whatever it is, but it's quite nice to receive I think I'm sleepy right now. I'm very sleepy. Maybe I just misspoke a couple of times because it is already 3 a.m. and I had to wake up early in the morning, so it is really tough for me right now. Maybe next time I will postpone these video processing at that late of the night. So we're going to cover the the extended area by placing these cage floor 2x2, and the cage floor actually support it when we're placing the stone floor. So there's a reason, and now we're placing the stone floor. Stone floor 2 by 2, placing it like that. By placing it like that, you can also actually cover the both side, so it doesn't look so ugly from the downstairs. So that's a very good point. And after that, we're placing the height, or the increasing the height, and we're placing this particular balcony. This particular balcony also significant because the drawing has, so I don't really like this particular part, because obviously it is actually going to extend my the total usable space quite nicely, but this is really tricky build in that sense. Because without roof, it is really problematic to place wood structure. Place it like that here, and then put some support like that, similar to this side. Cover it up. Both sides, you have to cover it up partially, both sides. So first put some beams here, and then we're going to talk about it, the balcony top, or that we're going to talk about later on. So we place the wooden floor, and then we're placing some 26-degree single roof tiles. So place it like that, so it can give you a really nice shade and for shelter, or you can place some roof that looks very bad. So place it like that, give it some support, or you can put some support your way, like by placing the wooden, that stone structure like that. It is really hard to copy the reference photo, because the reference photo doesn't even great build or something like that. It's quite nice building, but the reference is quite messed up, because Valheim doesn't use the similar design style or the length and breadth. So sometimes the overall build doesn't look that nice. But for the particular reason, for actually these building actually turn out to be very good, because this is the second time I use it. Normally I didn't make it multiple time, but these building I have to delete it overall. I delete it totally, and then I have to build it again. So the dimension is slightly off, because as per the picture, this is accurate, but for me it is very small inside, so there's a main problem for me. Okay, so a makeshift stair, and we're going to place some wooden beam like that. Put some decoration here and there. So this is the tallest part of the building, and we make it looks quite nice looking fort or castle. So I think if you already see me, so these are the design only. You don't have to copy it. It is just as per the reference drawing. There is some changes in this particular building. Put some windows and all that, extending the front part slightly. I think we're almost done. Yes, there is some work to do, some interior decoration and all that, interior burning and all that. Other than that, I think it is quite ready. So there is some windows like that here. Now we extended this part. This is going to be our storage area, external, the outer storage area for the wood pile and the stone pile and other stuff, coal pile and all that. But it is also also shaded because top roof, so you can place some fireplace there, and put some food or something like that. It is up to you how you're going to design it. So for the small tower, we're going to complete the top part of that. So we're going to be done with, and place some portal, obviously. So place it like that. Now the road part of the building is slightly problematic. As you can see, I can put some road. It is quite easy putting some road, but it doesn't look good. So from starting here like that, make some road here. Extended the road by placing it like that, and then we're extending that to the corridor, where I really like the corridors design for this particular building, because normally what we did is focus on the not the look or particular design, focus on the effectiveness of the buildings. Obviously these buildings effectiveness is very low, but it has some cool features like the watchtower and some ore and all that. So for that particular reason, you can just use it like that. So placing these beam like that, actually not beam, wall like that actually looks quite nice. So it's almost looks like some foundation or something like that. It actually looks quite well. And now after that part, actually a lot of works has been done on the photo previously. So already a kind of photo already given. So I think I talk a lot of crap because I'm just actually sleeping, almost sleeping. So that's the last part of the video. I make these makeshift almira or whatever it is, shelf for the uh, for potions and all that. So place it just after, just right around the place of the meat, not meat area, means the food area and all that. So that's it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. I'm really sorry that I'm that much sleepy and I talk a lot absurd stuff. See you next time. Bye bye.